Good morning, everyone. Sorry, I had my camera set like I was sitting on a stool. Good morning. Happy Sunday. It is Sunday, February 22nd. And I usually come on at 10. I apologize for being a few minutes late, but my daughter called and family first. We enjoyed a very nice conversation and some laughs. So, yeah, it's always great to hear from your kids, right? So today I thought I would put some pictures on the Exploring Nature kit that I got ready and prepped in my prior video. So this is going to be one of the kits that I'm offering at the Gilmanton Winery on March 8th. Let me put the camera down and I will show you some more information. Okay, so the Gilmanton Winery is hosting a scrapbooking event on March 8th, and I will be doing a guided scrapbooking class. And what that means is we're going to use, participants can choose either Exploring Nature or Currently Loving Stampin' Up scrapbooking kits, and I will guide you through building your pages and getting ready for your awesome photos. So each kit makes 3 two-page layouts. So today we're going to use the Exploring Nature kit. And yeah, so let's get started. I'm going to pick up right where I left off when I was prepping for the class. I am going to prep all the kits ahead of time, and so that participants can just jump right into building their pages. Cutting the designer paper takes a little bit of time, a little bit of thought, and I thought, you know, because we're on a 2-hour time frame, I just want people to be able to jump right in and get working on it. So these kits show step-by-step instructions for how to cut your designer paper and your cardstock layers to get ready to add your photos. So we are right here, and they tell you to always prepare both pages at the same time, and that's a good advice. So let me go ahead and move this stuff. If you need any more information, please let me know. You can click on the QR code. It goes to my blog, and from there you will see more information about the March 8th class. And my email is Kathy@backyardstamper.com. All right. So this is the sticker sheet that comes with the kit. And what I am doing is I'm going to work on this page here, which I already put together, but we're going to not use this one. This is the kit pages as they look, made completely without your photos. But what we're going to do is put them together. So I need these 2 pieces for my background page. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for jumping on. I appreciate that. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share my video, subscribe to my channel, do all those things that help, right? Okay, so I'm going to it says to work on both pages, but you won't be able to see both pages in the camera, so we're going to do one at a time. All right, so what I prepped were the pieces. So I have all my pieces cut, And I punched out all the little doodads that go with this project. And you can tell because they have project numbering on the back of them. So it tells you what project. Every one of these doodads has the project number on the back, which makes it great. I love easy, right? Easy, easy. All right, and these are my white, so I'm just getting myself organized again. I'm putting all my doodads that I had prepped right here. So I'm going to, I need this. All right, so the first thing that you're going to want to do is kind of dry fit everything. So I am going to put my, following the directions here, this is my picture that I'm doing. So it has this piece, and then my Lost, this is Secret Sea, this is Lost Lagoon, and the background is Crumb Cake. So what we're going to do is lay these out, kind of dry fit them, and then you're going to take this piece here and put it right on top. So that looks pretty good. And then what I want to do is, okay, this is the last piece for this page. And let me set these others out of the way so I don't accidentally start using those by mistake. Okay, there we go. Now I got a little more room. Okay, so the pictures that I'm going to scrap today are, what did I do with them? Oh, I just picked them up. So the Currently Loving kit is the one I'm using for my daughter's wedding, and I thought that the Exploring Nature could be for her honeymoon. They went to France and Italy, and yeah, it was beautiful. So I am going to kind of separate these out into the scenes, two of the same picture. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm just taking a look at the pictures here that to make sure that what orientation they're in and that I have enough. So this page uses, this design uses the little pictures like this. So I want to see which photos I'm going to use for this page. Let's see, because they all have the great scenery. I hate to cut them. And there's nothing that says I have to keep them exactly in this layout. So here's a fun one. I can cut that one down. They went bicycling. And let's see here. That was in Italy. So if I do like 2 pictures here, and then I have, let's see here, what am I doing? I might have to rearrange my pages based on my photos, and that's fine. That's why when you're building your kit, I only prepped it so that I could change my photo boxes as needed. So let me go ahead and put this part on. I told my daughter she's got to send me the information, you know, with the towns they were in so that I can do my journaling. My journaling consists of where they are, who's in the picture, and the date. That is my journaling. I like to kind of keep it simple. And that way I can be successful at it. All right, so I'm just wanting to make sure you guys could see what I'm doing. I'm just laying out the pieces per the instructions. And you know what? I think, did this piece, no, it didn't. I was thinking that, oops, sometimes this tape is so sticky and grabby, it grabs your paper. Okay, so I'm going to lay that there straight. This is perfect with the mountains in this scene. So let's see. Let me set up my second page because I'm probably going to move my photo boxes around to make them fit my pictures. So I'm just going to go ahead and set up the second page. And the instructions give you the exact measurements. I don't usually use them. So what I do like to do is put my pages together and line up my pieces, because in an album, when you open it, it opens like a book, and I want to have my lines straight across. So I've got my top and bottom. Yep, that looks pretty good. So do you guys make your scrapbooking ahead of time, like I did my pages, or do you sit down once you have your photos? Like, I looked around for the photos to go with this outdoorsy exploring nature theme. I have a lot of like birthday pictures and stuff like that, but I had to look for something, and I found some really great old camping photos, and then I checked my book. I'd already scrapbooked them, so I don't know why my pictures are still in there. Okay, so let me see here. This is going to have the mountains as part of my scenery, and so the mountains are going to look like that. And so let's see here. There's like a snowy mountain scene. This is when they were hiking, so that's pretty cool. Here's another hiking one. And then these are, oh, there's the third hiking one. Okay. Okay, so this is good. I can cut some of them down. And let me just grab I call it my baby trimmer. It works great for the photos. So I can take off a little bit of the sky. I definitely don't want to cut into the mountains though. So like that. And let me see here. I had my ruler right here. I just want to see what my measurements are. So that's a 4 by 5 photo. So let's see what else. And I am going to cut this down to, you know what, let me wait on that one. Let's see this one. Oh, they're so pretty, right? Okay, so these two are the walking ones. So I need to get my other trimmer just for a second, because I want to try to make my pictures look cohesive by having them a little bit closer in size. So that's a 4x5 photo. And then this one, ooh, it's hard to tell what side do I want to trim, right? I'm going to do 4x5. Look at how beautiful that green is. Oh, okay. So that's good. And then I've got this last one. I can cut some of this cloudy stuff off. Okay. And there's a snow gondola too. Let's see here. What do we? We'll leave the big mountain and we'll take this down a little bit. Actually, let me just take off a little bit of the mountain. Okay, so I'm making my photos on this page 4x5, and I might cut them a little bit different as we go. So, all right, let's move that picture out of the way. All right, so let me lay out my photos. We'll kind of put them in order, like these are the hiking ones. Let's put it like that. Oh, that looks pretty nice. Right? So I've got a person on both pages and I'm laying my photos out really nicely. And I can still use these pieces right under the photos. So let me get a little bit of white willow, which I had some scraps from my kit. And I'm just going to make my mat a little bit bigger. So these kits give you the foundation for your scrapbooking pages, but you have to build them according to your photos. So let me see here. I can trim a little bit off of these because I'm going to make my photo mounts 4x5¼ on this one side. So I have a 5¼ inch border. Okay, so I need to just trim 1/4 inch. So my photos will be 3 3/4, and then I can put it right on the white. And by just taking off a little bit, I'm not changing the photo at all. Isn't that scenery gorgeous? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, I'll take a little bit of the cloud off on this one. Okay, so I'm not going to do that to the other side just yet because I want to see. Well, maybe I can do that. Yeah, I have room. This is the only one I might not do it on because that's going to be a little bit bigger of a picture. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to cut these 2 photos at the 4 by they're 4x5. I'm going to cut them down to 3 3/4 by 5, and then I have my piece of the photo mount that is 4 by 5¼ Okay. So I have these 2. Oops, I need to cut this one down. 5 1/4. And I'm going to save that one. I'm going to get another piece of my white willow. And I am going to make that one 5.5. Let's see here if it's 5. Let's make that 4.5 for right now. Let's see. Give that a little bit bigger of a frame. Or we'll go 4.25. 4.25, but I'm not going to cut the bottom off yet because I might want to build one of those journaling things into it. So that'll be there. Okay, done with the cutting for now. How's everybody doing? Hope you're got a fun day planned. I am going to see my parents, and I think did I not cut one of them? I think I needed one more. One more. So we're working on this on a puzzle, so they need some help because it's grandma's old-fashioned kitchen, and everything is yellow and brown until you get to like the countertop, and then there's pots and pans and you know, cans of food. So, but all the wall is like yellow gold like they were back in the 70s, and it all looks the same, so it's a little hard. All right. And then we're getting a big snowstorm tonight. Big, big, big. So I have to make sure I'm home by 5 o'clock. All tucked in. We just had a storm on Friday that was dropped 7 inches where I live. And then this one's going to be another 8 inches. So that is New Hampshire. Okay, so this is really living in the moment. That's fun. I can do that up there. And then I'm going to do the scenic route where the people are. Okay, I'm kind of ready. Let's see what else I need to do to make this page work. I want my mountains. Oh, I have pine trees too. So now I'm going to bring the directions back in and take a look at how they laid this out. So they used some of the trim, and that's on the sticker sheet. And it says, now it tells you how much, so adhere the longer, let's see. I have to look at my picture here. Okay. Okay, so I need the longer balmy blue piece. So I've got 2 pieces there. Here it is. So I need this one. And then I'm going to need my mountain border, and it says cut at 4 3/4. Okay, and then the argyle is 5 3/4. So let me cut the argyle first. 5 3/4. 5 3/8. So always double check before you cut. I mean, it's not. So if you make it a little longer or a little shorter, it's going to be just fine. Okay, so now I have my argyle piece cut, and I need 4 3/4 of the mountain one. So let me put that here. And what's really nice about the Stampin' Up! Trimmer is I can move my blade right to where I need to be, drop the arm, do my cutting, on the side of the blade, there's these little lines that show you. See that little line right there? That shows you where you're cutting. So I can see where my cut is. All right. So I don't need that just yet. I am looking at the other side. So this side, oh, I thought the trees went on this one, but it must have gone on the other one, the other page. Okay, so this is just mountains, which is perfect, right? That's where they're at. Okay, and it says to go over the pictures with the sticker. So I don't, let me put this one down. Now they have this as being down here. And I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go up and I'm just going to make it, eyeball it, that it's straight and equal distance on the side here. So I went ahead and did it like that. So I have room to bring my photos up. And I like to keep them kind of at a zigzaggy. I don't like everything at exactly the same height. It doesn't bother me, but if I'm able to change that, then I will. So this page looks nice. Okay, let me go ahead and put this down. I think that's probably my dad calling, checking to see that I'm still coming over. So we'll just ignore it for now. And then I have this piece going here in my, so like that. I might I might move these down and do them at the bottom here. I hate to cover up any part of these pictures, but let's do it on the white because, all right, I stuck that one down. So this is going to go like so and like so. I'm going to just center that in the picture. Let me see where my stickers are. I forgot that because I changed my photo, my stickers are going to look different. So, and we're going to go ahead and put that right there. And then my mountain scene is going to go right above it. And then this is going to, so I'm going to, I am going to put that, all right, let's, hold on a minute. Can't do two things at once. Okay. That looks pretty nice. And then I'm going to do this like so. So let me just lift up that sticker a little bit because I'm going to have it not quite, and I'm going to move this one too. Okay, I'm just going to move it down to cover up the seam there. Then I'm going to put this one on and I'm going to overhang it a little bit and I'm going to cut that banner part off. There we go. Sort of looks straight. And then I'm going to put this right on top of both of them. Let me move this one up a smidge. So when you're adhering everything, you know, just don't press too hard when you're laying your photos and stickers down, so that you can move it if you need to. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut that little banner tip off. All right, I got one picture on, yay! And then this one, and then I thought these I could do it going to the side instead of and going up, just to give it a little more interest. This one here can come. Okay, let's see here. And the plain one I can put up at the top. Let's see here. I'm just trying to make it look a little even though I'm going to move this up. I'm going to move that. I'm going to put my photo thing on first with some of this doodad showing, right? And then I can always put this over all of them. Okay. So got that. And these little guys here kind of outline them too. So you can put it like that, or I could put it under. I could still put this one under it and just push my photo up. Yeah, let's do it that way. This one I like to the side. That's kind of cool. And this, I'm going to have to put on the other page, that journaling thing. So I can use some of these. These go on the other page. That goes on the other page. Okay, so I like that. And then for my stickers, yeah, let's adhere this. These are just for decoration. You know what? Let me look at the second page, because I want to make sure I'm not using everything on this page and then I have nothing on the other page. All right, we'll put one of these doubles here, and I'll put it on this one, so I could put a sticker there. All right, and then, so one line, one goes on the other page too. So I can, let's see here, if I don't put that there and I put it down here instead, I kind of like that. Maybe I'll move that over and put it on this side. Yes, I like that. Even better. Okay. Oh, I set that right down on top of where my tape was. Danger, danger. Okay, I'm going to make it small though, so that, and I think I am going to bring the picture over to the Argyle. All right, so now I can make this a little bigger. Got plenty of room. Let's straighten that. And we'll do it like so. All right. And then I got room for this picture can come down so my title page, my living in the moment, can go back where it was. There. All right, let's put this one on too. Okay, these were going to be my photo mounts, so I'll save those. And then let's do a couple stickers here. Actually, let's put the pictures on the second page, and then we'll do some stickers. All right, so I need to put these together. And this is my big one that I want to still do. Okay. Yeah, because this is great. The sayings are perfect because it's the view from the top, the scenic route. All right. Oh, the scenic route can come down. And let's see here. If I do something like that, and then this big one here, I like that. And then I have my mountains. My mountains go like that. Could have had my mountain standing up a little higher. These are majestic mountains, not little shorties. All right, let's see here. I'm going to make it as big as I can. There. All right. And then we will, okay, now it says to use the rest of the Argyle. Let's see here. The rest of the Argyle goes there. And the rest of the mountain scene goes right above it. So that's really nice. This ties in so nicely with the photos and where they're at and everything. Okay, where did my mountain that I just made? Oh, here it is. All right, so that goes on there. And then this is going to go right on top. And you can use dimensionals if you want. I tend not to, just because my books get really big and heavy, and it's just kind of, I don't want to take the weight up with that. So I'm going to kind of offset my photos a little bit. And let's see here. Where was that piece? The big piece. Okay, let's see how big we want to make this. I want to see. Okay, I'm going to, oh, chasing adventure, walking through nature. Oh, isn't that great? I've got the view from the top I definitely want to use. And I think I'm going to use chasing adventure. Or take the road less traveled. Okay, so I can cut this down. I am going to cut that down. I am going to cut it down to 6. So I have a nice extra little bit that then I can add the journaling. Okay, and put this one down. And scrapbooking is so personal. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Just have fun with it. That one does not look straight. So, okay, and then I have this, and then I can put this Chasing Adventure, Walking Through Nature. Let's see, let me bring back my other page, because now I've got my 2 pages done. Whoops, I didn't put this one down. Let me put that up here. Okay, so I'm offsetting it, and I'm leaving room for this one. Oh, isn't that nice? Okay, Chasing Adventure, Walking Through Nature, and then I have this one. I'm going to have to use my journaling box. So let's see here. What I might do is cut that down quite a bit, actually. Let's see, do I have room on this side? I have a little bit of room on this side, so I could, let's do that. Let's do a little chop chop. Just a little chop chop. Okay, and then what I can do is I can put one here tucked under my photo, like so, and that way we can name where they're at. Somewhere in France. Just think, for World War II, these people climbed over these mountains to get to safety. It's really quite amazing when you look at the whole picture there. Okay, so I want something here so it doesn't show where I cut. Ooh, let's see. I can just make this. There we go. All right. Perfect. Actually, I'm going to bring that right up because I don't want too much. I don't like a lot of journaling on my pages. I just, like I said, give me, where are they? Who's in the picture and the date. Okay, so I've got a beautiful day. We can do that. I like that. That brings in the mountains. And I put that on crooked. Don't. It's fine. It's always fine, right? Okay, and then I have taking the scenic route. That's kind of fun. Oh, I have the scenic route on the other page though, so I don't need it twice. Okay, so now I've got these 2. Let me just see what else I might want to add to this page. Oh, I forgot my banner. I think that's supposed to go right here. Let me put that in underneath there. I put that sticker on pretty good, but I just need to lift it a little bit. And just a little bit of getting under it. peel it back. We can do it. We can do it. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut it off. There we go. There we go. Everything's good. And I'll cut my little banner tip off here. There. All right, look at how, even though the original page, let me just put a couple more stickers on here. I'm looking to see what stickers they used, and they used one of these, like so. I don't know if that's north or south, it doesn't matter. And then, ooh, best view, that would be view from the top. Oh, I gotta have that. View from the top is gonna go right there. And let's see what else they used on this page for stickers. They used Enjoy the Ride, which that's perfect for my bike riding page. Beautiful day. I did that. No boundaries. Let's see here. We can do that one too. No boundaries. I'd like to put one up here. Let's see here. Collect beautiful moments. Explore. Nope, I don't like that one. Let's see here. Hike. Obviously, this is a hike. And then best view, we'll just put over here. Okay, we'll put it down here. Okay, so that's good for now. And I could use a little bit more sticker if I want to. So here's my first two pages. Looks like I missed a banner, but that's okay. And I still have these that I can use. On another page. Looks like I scraped that or something. Let me see here. Just want to see if I can slide this down a little farther. That tape does not want to let go, and so we won't force it. We won't. I'm going to probably write, well, I don't know what I'm going to do right there. I think what I'm going to try to do is use a scrap of this. Let's see here, and just kind of, so if I do that and I cut it like so. So what I did was there's this little bit here is, was the edge to the argyle. So I am just going to, and this white is a sticker too. So I'm going to just cut that little edge off, and let's put that right up here. There. That kind of dresses that little thing up a little bit. All right. Don't know if I need hike on this side. Hike. There. Okay. So that is one of my 2-page layouts. I'm really loving this. And so next time I will do the others, and by then I'll have, my daughter will have told me what the towns' names were, so that I can document where they were. So, oh, and you know what? I've got this one too. I can put this on this page. This page needed a little something more. So, there. Now I've got the mountains on both pages. I like that. All right, let's come back so I can say, so you guys, thank you for coming today, and I hope that you will consider trying one of these scrapbooking kits from Stampin' Up. And, you know, maybe you'll think about joining me on March 8th at the Gilmanton Winery for the guided class. I can also do an online class for anyone who does not live locally. We can set up a Zoom and have a scrapbooking class. So reach out to me, Kathy at backyardstamper.com, if you're interested in learning more about scrapbooking. Thank you again for coming and joining me this morning. Have a nice rest of your weekend.